Okay, here's a quick 4-month review of my Simply Human trash cans. This one here is just the motion censored one that I have in the kitchen, and it works well. I think I did state in the other video that even though the bags cost a little more than the standard trash bags, these are made to fit perfectly with the can, and it's well worth it to buy the extra bags. And you can find some deals on, believe it or not, online. Okay, so there's only one issue I have with this particular one that I have in the kitchen is that I have a small working space here, and the only place that I could put this can that's feasible, that makes any sense is right here. And so if you're walking up around it, because this is a corridor you have to get through all the time, and you walk with your hand across the top, you're going to constantly open it. Now, it's only using a small charge, so the batteries still last quite a long time. I did replace the batteries, I think, in the one in the garage already, and we'll get to that. But anyway, like I said, it's well worth it. It's an expensive can. It's nice to have that feature where you can just use motion sensor and not have to step on it or touch anything there. Utilizing their bags also, it's such a tight fit and such strong bags. I've had no issues with having to clean the can out afterwards if anything happened to drip inside the bag. Of course, your best bet is to try to utilize the bag as long as possible since it's a large bag, and just not put any a degradable food inside there, any meats or anything like that can decompose. That stuff you either use your garbage disposal or take it out in another bag to your trash can somewhere else or outside. Anyway, let's check the one outside. Now inside the garage, I opted for the larger can, and I opted also to have the voice activated. And I think that comes in handy because, if you're in a workshop garage like myself and you're constantly doing something, you're going to end up with dirty hands, and even though it's motion censored, you want to actually get the can open while you're carrying piles of whatever to get to it, so you can have your hands filled and you still don't have to, wave anything over the motion sensor. Open can. So it works well. Stay open. It will stay open. That's why you see it beeping. I'll say close can. Now, there's one small issue with the voice activated one. And it's the same reason why I had to change the batteries in it after 4 months or 3.5 months, is that if I'm in here working, usually with myself, I could say just about everything. Unless I say open can loud enough, it won't even open. See, I said open can and I'm saying it low, it doesn't open. Now, when I have the television on, I found that there are all sorts of different phrases and words that'll open this can, and it sounds nothing like the words open can, Well, some of it does sound like open can, like there's one, I might have to bleep this out because it popped on the television, I seen the can open. Fucking kids! Now I'm bleeping out what I actually said. I hope I have to figure out how to do that. I haven't bleeped anything on these things yet. But that's a phrase like that opens it, and it's kind of close to the original phrase of open can. But there are piles of times the television's on and all sorts of things are being said and nothing sounds like open can, and this thing will just be popping up every so often. And I don't mean every minute or so, whatever, not like that, but if I'm out here for 3 hours doing a project or something, that can may open 4 times. And I think it just opened for me saying can't open. But either way, so that's the only issue I find with this particular one. And I wouldn't change it. I would still have gotten the voice activated for the one in the garage here. Now, as for the one inside the kitchen, I think you can stick with just the motion activated. I don't think it's actually worth it to get the voice activated, especially if you're inside a house and the television's being used much more than I'm using it out here, and that's going to be a big problem for you. So that's it. Once again, like I said, I think the cans are well worth it, but those are a couple of issues that you can look forward to having, possibly. Oh, DJ writes.